Question 4. To calculate the acceleration A of a body that changes speed from u to v, initial to final, over a distance of s, the formula is used. Determine that acceleration, which is over here in our equation, when these three values are used. So we're substituting and then using BIMDAS and solving an equation by rearrangement. So 6 squared equals 2 squared plus 2 times a times 8. Simplifying, we have 36 equals 4 plus 16a. Alright, so subtracting 4 from both sides because we need to get rid of this 4 bit first. We get 32 equals 16a, and then up and over here, divide both sides by 16, tells us that a equals 2. Then the table of values below shows the volume in centimetres cubed of cylinders with different whole number heights and radii, plural radiuses, calculated using this formula. Determine the values of A and B in the table. Here's A and here's B. So during your reading time you pick up on things like that moment. So substituting in, capital A is the volume when R equals 2, so that's 2 squared, times our height of 3. So we've got, I'm actually going to collect those together to make 9. 9 times 4 is 36, so A would equal 36. And B is when R equals 5 and H equals 4. And so I'm going to hold out because I know, I'm collecting those because I know that that's going to be 25 times 4. Alright, and so being a little bit clever about what you're multiplying makes you multiplying that little bit easier. 25 times 4 is 100, so 100 times 3 gives us 300 nice and quickly. Alright, some cylinders with different dimensions have exactly the same volume. For example, cylinders H of 4, R of 2, and H of 1 and R of 4 both have the same volume of 48 centimetres cubed. Determine the whole number dimensions of 2 cylinders that both have the volume of 108. Well, we've got one here of H is 4 and R is 3. H is 4 and R is 3, so that's one of them. So finding the second one, we need to consider the factors of 108. So this is a pretty high order question. What I'm going to do is break this down so that we can see each of the pieces that were multiplied, and I'm going to break this 4 into 2 by 2. Our formula requires that we have a 3 out the front, so I'm going to bring him back in, and then it needs something squared multiplied by something on the end there. So we've already used this combination of 2 3s getting multiplied together, so I'm going to bring in my 2's here. I've got 2 2's to play with, and then that leaves me with, so these guys, there we go, those two get multiplied together, and then that leaves me with these 3's here to put into a 9. And so by rewriting it like this, I can see what H and R are going to equal, because we have this 9 at the back, which is our H value, and the 2 inside the brackets, which is our R value. So H of 9 and R of 2 is our answer there. So as I said, it's a pretty higher order question, just lifting the ceiling on testing people out. And that's the end of the question.